So we're at the property, and as you can see, it does need a little bit of work. So obviously there's some cosmetic works that needs to be done. Got a fire alarm there, and you've also got emergency lighting. These are thick fire doors. It takes 30 minutes to burn through this. Just to talk a little bit about renovation, I'm gonna get it all re-skimmed, a fresh plaster, and we'll probably get some nice laminating flooring down here. Kitchen area. This is all pipes are gonna be blocked off. If I was gonna rent this on the market, this will get about £, and you just want to do like HMOs or have this in your portfolio that you diversify, then this is the route you want to take. So guys, I told you I was going to show you a HMO. It's your lucky day. I'm going to show you it in person, all of the alarms, how it's supposed to be set out, and what you guys need to do. So follow me. So we're at the property, and as you can see, it does need a little bit of work. I mean, it's not too heavy right now, but you know, we've got to be painting up all of the front, make sure the windows are all cleaned and not steamed. So follow me. There we go. You always find a lot of letters.
Not taking our shoes off?
No, not for this one. It's a little bit smelly. But yeah, we've just been given this back from an agent. So obviously there's some cosmetic works that needs to be done, mainly decoration. So one of the first things that you're gonna notice is when you look up, got a fire alarm there, and you've also got emergency lighting. Emergency lighting means even when the electrics go off in the place, them emergency lights will automatically come on. It means that if anybody in the property needs to escape, they can still see because them emergency lighting's on. It's like a backup. Smoke alarm are in the hallways and is in every single bedroom. Now, if you was living in this house, normally this would be a living room. But in this case, it's a bedroom. So things that you notice, first of all, is this has got a door closer on it. So these automatically close the doors. And the reason why that happens is so that the door's always closed shut in case there's a fire. These are thick fire doors. With these fire doors, it takes 30 minutes to burn through this. So in case there was a fire, someone's got 30 minutes before this will burn down. You've also got special locks. This will keep the door shut, but inside this is called a thumb lock. Now with a thumb lock, you lock it from the inside like that, and you unlock it like that. And from the outside, the tenant has a key. Now you're thinking, why don't you just have a key on both sides? Well, imagine there's a fire outside and you've locked your door and you don't know where you've chucked the key. You can't open the door all of a sudden. So as a fire safety, we have thumb locks on here. As you can see, there's the fire alarm system up there. So just to talk a little bit about renovation, I'm gonna get all these cupboards taken out. I'm gonna get it all re-skimmed, which means a fresh plaster, and we'll probably get some nice laminating flooring down here. Probably gonna change the radiator to a double radiator as well. Okay, so this is normally another dining room or something. Again, for a HMO, another bedroom. You can see the smoke alarm up there. Again, same thumb sort of locks. You've got the door closers. Also, while we're here, these are called intermittent fire strips. So this stops any fire from getting through as well. And these need to be routed in to all of your doors. Also, you've got to be mindful of how big the rooms are. Different councils have different regulations. Some say 6.5 square meters, some say 8.5 square meters, some say 10. And certain have, if it's big enough, they allow you to have 2 people in that room to share that room, so like a couple. So always be mindful before you turn something into a room, because if it's too small, then they won't allow you to rent that room. You'll have to turn it into office, and you don't really want that, because an office doesn't give you any money. You want to be earning 500, 800, £1,000 a room and maximize your income. So there's 2 rooms there so far. Again, anything leading to a kitchen, if there's a fire in the kitchen, this door needs to be always kept shut. So this is a kitchen diner. So normally you'd have your dining room here with the tables and chairs so people can eat, and this is the kitchen area. Again, I'm going to renovate all of this kitchen. This is all pipes are going to be blocked off. I'm going to be putting a lovely Wren or Howden's kitchen. I'm going to have a breakfast bar place on here, and then I'm going to keep my fridge freezers here, so it's make sure there's enough for everybody. But also make sure there's some fire equipment. So here's a fire extinguisher, and there's also a fire blanket. In case there's a fire, they can take this blanket and throw it over it. In case there's, you know, flames, they can put this powder across. This is a communal bathroom, which means it's a shared bathroom downstairs, well, shower room. And while we're here, let's have a quick look at the garden. So again, some of the shelves here have, you know, come off, so we need to get this rebuilt and redecorated. And as you can see up there, I don't know if you can see, but that gutter has got some weeds growing in it, which is blocking it up. And I'll show you the effects of that. When stuff like that happens, it will start causing damp. But here's the garden. Yes, so this is the garden. We obviously need a good clean of this because the agent hasn't really kept it up to what it needs to be. Okay, again, we've got emergency lighting up here. There's a fire alarm there also, and there should be a carbon monoxide. So carbon monoxide up there as well. So I've shown you 2 rooms so far. Once again, emergency lighting comes on if the electric is cut off. You've got a fire alarm up there. We've got a communal bathroom over here, guys. It's one that everyone shares. So more than 4 people, you actually want 2 bathrooms, because you don't want a big queue outside of 5, 6 people living in this house and going, hurry up. You've got 3 people using each bathroom. And at the same time, not everyone has the same time of working. People normally find out 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock what time they can use their bathroom. Again, this needs a good decoration. You can see there has been damp and damp-proof paint being used. So that's something old that's happened. You can see a fire alarm up here. So if there's a fire, this room is also alerted. It's all interlinked. It's very important. So that's room number 3.
So all the rooms need a fire alarm?
Yes. Same spec of doors. So guys, this is going to be one of the most expensive things that you do, is fire doors. Get someone to fit it, route it, put these intermittent strips. These locks cost quite a bit. You know, the door closer, but it's what's needed for a HMO. Fire alarm, you can see it. So this is room number 4. And here's something quirky for you guys. So this room was just one massive room. Because we know the regulation and the room sizes, we were able to get 2 rooms out of this. So instead of getting about £800 for this whole room, we're now getting £550 for each room, which is £1,100. So I've got £300 extra by having 2 smaller rooms. So from this, we've created 2 doorways. One comes this way, so let's follow me. As you can see, this is made from plasterboard. So we've made this up. and it has that bit of the window. As you can see, we've taken that bit of the window. So this is a single room. And this is the other room. So again, we made sure there's got fire alarms in here. The doors are up to scratch. It's got its own plug sockets. Even when you make another partition, you need to make sure this room has its own supply of sockets, because some of the sockets might be on that side. Yeah. Now, there's a few important things I'm going to tell you here, such as the fire alarm systems. You need to make sure that you've got a certificate every single year to make sure someone's doing the fire safety. So fire risk assessment needs to be done yearly to make sure in an event of a fire that everybody can get out accordingly. So normally you don't need that for a normal property, but with a HMO, you will need that document. An EPC, Energy Performance Certificate. Every property needs one of these. You need to make sure the windows are up to regulation in terms of it's not letting any cold in, there's enough insulation, there's enough energy efficient light bulbs, and things of that nature. An energy performance assessor will tell you all the regulations. You can Google these or have a little look online to tell you what you need to do to get your property up to spec. So if you're buying something new, make sure that the energy rating is within government guidelines as well. Otherwise, it will cost you a lot of money. Another thing, you need to get all the electrics tested and checked. They do 3-5 years. Sometimes if it's electrics that are not currently up to current regulation, they'll only give you 1 year. That's going to be more expensive in the long run. You want to look at something that gives you 3 to 5 years, and that might mean that you need to change your consumer box with the breakers. So you need to change it from plastic to metal. You also need to get your gas checked every single year. That's checking the gas pipe. The gas engineer will come in and do that every single year just to make sure there's no gas leaks, which also can cause fires. So they're the main certificates that you'll need. But as you can see, the main thing is get the room sizes and get as many rooms as you can, but be compliant and do it all with the right regulations. This house has 6 rooms. Each room gets minimum of £500. That's £3,000 a month. Obviously, you need to look after the bills, the internet, gas, electric, council tax. You'll need to pay, say, £500. You make £2,500. If I was going to rent this on the market, this will get about £1,800 or £1,900. So you've got the opportunity to make £600-700. And you're not just going to do that on one property. If you do that over 10 properties, all of a sudden that £600-700 becomes £6,000-7,000. Now that's life-changing money. So if you're going to be an expert in your field and you just want to do like HMOs or have this in your portfolio that you diversify, then this is the route you want to take. I hope that really helps. And I will be showing you a renovation also. So in one of my up and coming videos separately to this, I can show you how to renovate properties and how we can, change the whole layout of something like this to make it to a completely different spec, which would be really insightful.